Grand risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. I'm just getting my live up. Give me 1 second. We're also just sharing it out. I seem to be the only one sharing it in my agency. It's like, come on. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. Give me 1 second. Hey, Queen. Grand risings, my darlings. Just so you know, I'm live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. So if you'd like to come over, click the link in my bio and go and have a look at one of those. Okay, my darlings, I'll see y'all there, and I look forward to seeing you. Bye for now. I do not care how creepy I look in that. I couldn't give a fuck. How is everyone? Love the jumper, thank you. Hi, hi. I don't care how creepy my eyes looked. I really don't. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Hello. Of course you can ask a question. Just on lunch? Nice. I forgot I've got work this evening. And I've had 4 coffees. I'm going to be knackered. When do I see you leaving this job? Let's have a look. I'm going to be fucking knackered later. My new deck survived today. Doo-da, doo-da. My new deck survived today. Ooh, the doo-da day. I'm so fucking happy, yeah. Doo-da, doo-da. You've had 5? Jesus. When do I see you leaving that job? Let's see. Let's see. You're actually leaving that job within the next month and a half, it looks like, my darling. Okay. Well, Queen, I'll probably at 8 today. In total. One second, I'm just turning my cards around. I'm also buying some new cards today. I am. So that's going to be fun. I think one's in Czechoslovakian, and it's a Lithomancy deck. And then the other one is a 22 card tarot deck. It is. I've already got the tarot deck, but it's the full tarot deck, and I won the 22 cards. So I'm buying the 22 card one, which will be nice. I won't be a second, just turning 50 something deck cards around. Love lemon, so do I. You're drinking a cream soda. Oh, nice. Look at you go. Nice. Any new jobs coming? Let's see. Let's see. I feel like there are, my darling. Yes. Yes. Living your best life. I know, right? I'm the queen bitch. Right, Alicia, what would you like your reading on, babe? What do you like your reading on? A general? Okie dokie. Let's see. I'm just going to change decks again. Ow. I don't really like using that deck as a general deck. I've got other decks I use for generals, and that is not one of them. Bitch, where are my decks? Where are my decks that I use for general? No. Fuck. I have a certain deck I want to use for you. I'm trying to find it. There it is. I'm sorry, but how can I not find that sort of big box? It's bigger than my head. How did I manage to lose that? Right, let's have a look, boo. Let's see what you get. I know I do have a lot to look at, and I've got more coming. Yes! I've got more coming, I'm happy. I'm happy. Ow! Did I just cut myself? No, I thought I just slit my finger open. Whoops. That'd have been funny. Right, we do have a new lover coming your way. We know JJ's coming your way, but you have a new lover coming your way that's actually going to be really good. I feel like he's going to come in quicker than JJ is. Okay. I feel like he's going to come in quicker, and I actually feel like he could be the one for you. Okay. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you're taking yourself out of any negativity. I feel like you're untrapping yourself at this point. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you might find this person in your next job. At the same time, I'd also say for you as well, is you need to keep your hopes up. There's a new job coming. I feel like you're about to get a new job within the next couple of weeks, to be quite frank. Hello, laddie. Okay, hello, Blue. Okay, you're about to get your new job within the next couple of weeks. I also feel like there's extra joy. Your finances are also going up as well. Okay. Yep. What I will also say for you here as well, my darling, is I feel like you're going in the right direction. I feel like you're about to get the family that you've been desiring for ages, but I feel like you need to stop overthinking your situations. I feel like you need to keep being positive, my darling, because at the moment you're not. Okay. I feel like you'll get the loan within the next week to week and a half. I do. I feel like there's definitely going to be conditions on it, but I definitely feel like you will get one, okay, my darling? What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I do feel like you are starting to hit a new learning curve. I feel like you're starting to take control. Okay, you're no longer seeing the negativity. You're actually starting to see the positivity. Okay. Thanks, Brandon. I'll do it in a bit. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is you're moving yourself out of your negative time frame. I feel like you're heading into the positive time frame now, okay? Again, you're removing yourself from anxiety. I think you would be safe to go back home. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I feel like you would be safe to go back home, boo. Okay. What I would say here is maybe get some stuffed bears, like some stuffed teddies, almost like get a collection going. Okay. Like to take your mind off things. I feel like you need a holiday, to be quite frank. You need a holiday, boo. One thing I say here. Okay, this is going to sound absolutely fucking ridiculous. I know. Get yourself an Xbox. Get yourself an Xbox. Get yourself like a single player and a multiplayer game. And Minecraft so you can play with your daughter. But get yourself a single player and a multiplayer game. So that when you feel like you need to let out stress or you need to escape the world, you can just go and play it. Okay. For example, if I'm stressed or if I'm a little bit mad, I go and play Assassin's Creed now. If I'm feeling a little bit late, I go and play Assassin's Creed. I assassinate people for the fun of it. See what I mean? That does not sound good at all. But get yourself something where you can unleash the stress, unleash the anger. Okay, where you can remove yourself. Yeah, Overwatch. Oh, I love Overwatch. Grand Risings, my darling. Ew. Ew. Alicia, my respect has slightly gone down for you and Millie. Ew. Ew. PlayStation 4. Ew. No. Xbox. I've never played Crimson Desert. Is that good? I'm joking. I'm joking, Alicia. I still like you. What I will also say here, though, for you as well, okay, is, yeah, I feel once you find your lover, you'll have your balance, but you have to learn to take time away for yourself, okay, my darling? You really do. I feel once you learn that, I feel like your life is going to get better. Your finances are balancing out this year, though. Okay, boo? Yes, a job is coming, my darling. Yes. Thank you for the follow. Does that make sense? You play Xbox and PC. Sweet. I've never heard of Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert. Okay. I'll have to have a look at that. Do I see you moving this year? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, I do see you moving this year, my darling, yes. Okay, boo. Does that all make sense? Yeah, I see that you will move this year, my darling. Hello, Rainforest. How are you, boo? Give me 1 second, Ewan. I'm just finishing this reading, then I'll have a look. I feel like it's going to be nearer to the end of the year, my darling. So, almost like... I'm hearing like September, October, it feels like. It does. You're very welcome, my darling. Oh, you never guess what, my darlings. So, you know how I love my Assassin's Creed, and you know how I love... Now it's for Alicia, my darling. And you know how I love Vikings. Well, you never guess what. They had Assassin's Creed Valhalla complete edition, so it's got everything in it that you would normally have to buy separately, for $29.99 instead of $119.99. I got a 75% discount. Bitcha. Bitch, yeah. Gotta love a 75% discount. I've been looking at games. I was thinking, which one do I want to buy? Because I only wanted to buy one, but I wanted the one that was going to be the most good value. So I was going for like a game that I've really wanted. That's like normally like really expensive. I thought $29.99 instead of like over £100. Yes, please. I will take that. It was basically free. There's a cute guy that works in the pub that I go to. He owns a pub. Oh, nice. It was a bargain. It was. I'm waiting for Black Flag to come out. The new one. I can't wait for that one to come out. Right, let's see who's next. Do I have Ewans, please? Rainforest, don't get discouraged, my darling. It's only the 7th of May. You've got... I don't know how many days in May, but you've got ages till the end. Is there 30 days in May? One sec. There's 31. So you've got at least 24 more days, my darling. Hello, Shannon. You do. Thank you for the heart, me. I'm good, thanks, Boo. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, 24 days. My mind was like, don't stress, don't stress. You'll be fine, Boo. Okay. Where's Ewan's? Ewan's, can you put your question down again, please? No, it's gone off my screen. I missed it. I missed it by literally a letter. I'm not even joking. Where is Luke and I heading? I told him we're done 2 days ago as he crossed my boundaries. I haven't spoken. Well, then I'd say you're going in one direction and he's going in a different. At that point. How badly did he cross your boundaries? How badly? Paige, thank you for your payment, Boo. Like, was it a mini boundary he crossed, or was it like, we're never getting back together boundary? Not that bad in the grand scheme of things. It wasn't actually helpful as I thought it was going to be. Between 1 and 10, 1 being not at all and 10 being, oh my god, you can fuck off. Where would you say on a scale that boundary is? 3 or 4. Why did you break up then? There's a 3 or 4, like, that's a warning. You just give them a warning, you don't break up. Christ. Okay. What do I want to use for that? It's funny, I don't have boundaries. He was angry because it was a repeated thing. So then that's a 7. It was a third strike thing, so that's not a 3 or 4 then, my darling. That's at least like a 7 or a 10, I would say. That's no 3-4. No. No. That's like a, you can really get the hell out of my life and never come back in vibe. Give me 1 second. I forgot to put my jewelry on. It's going to bug me. You guys get to see me struggle to put this on. Okay, I'll look at that in 1 second. Oh, I just pissed myself off. 1 sec. Note to self, don't get bracelets that are a nightmare to get on. As the thing in itself may not be a big thing to some, but it is to me, and I've said it. I'm going to keep my opinion to myself on that thing. Everyone knows my opinion of that sort of boundary. You're killing me here, because I don't know what would be the perfect deck for this. be. Thank you for the roses. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. I have over 500, and I've got more in the post. I do. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. And a chest of drawers. That's not even got all of them in. That's not even got all of them in. Okay. You're not completely screwed. You fucked yourself over, but you're not completely screwed. I would say don't get back with them. Okay, if they're... I don't know what your boundary is. I mean, it sounds... Again, I'm going to keep my opinion to myself on that one. What I would say here is if they've crossed your boundary 3 times and you've warned them 3 times, you need to move on. Good afternoon, my darling. Okay, you need to move on. You've got to get out of that mindset, okay? You need new person. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you've got a lot going on. Okay. You have so much going on mentally, no matter how ridiculous your boundary is. Okay. You've got to keep to it. If it affects you that much, is you already know what you need to do, which is move on from this guy. You've already answered your own question. You have. By saying, well, he's crossed it 3 times. I've removed him 2 days ago. Hello. You've already chosen your fate, which is to remove him. I would say the next best thing is to look for a new guy. Thank you for the gifts, my darlings. Okay, that would be like the next best thing. The easier, the much more adequate option as well. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is you're just screwing yourself over at the end of the day. You really are. Okay, and the sooner you realise that, the better. I would also say here is you are very conflicted. Because I feel like you've still got feelings for him. I do. You've still got feelings for him. And this is what's making your life harder. So although you've already made your mind up, your heart hasn't. Okay. So I'm going to make your mind up for you, which is close the damn fucking door. He's your ex now. You wouldn't use a blooded tissue to wipe more blood off your nose, would you? You would keep it in the bin. So if you keep it in the bin, my darling, keep him in the bin. He's trash. He's gone. Okay. It's hard being about 3 or so. And so what? He fucked you over. Who cares how long it's been? Time doesn't matter in a relationship. You could get married after the first day and be more successful than someone that's known someone else for over 25 years and then they get married and then they have a divorce. Time does not matter. What matters is the experience you have had with the person at the end of it. Okay. What you've got to realise is the relationship was fucked. He screwed you over. You need to move on. Or buy some cats and be that crazy cat lady. If you're really going to keep that love for him. I love how brutally honest you are. Like, you need to move on. Okay. I'm going to be brutally honest there with you. You are, like, removing the balance from your life. Okay. If you're sure there's better out there, move on from him. You're holding yourself still to him by still having feelings. Okay, you need to move on. Keep him gone. Okay, he is the definition of trash. You search at the word trash, his picture's underneath it. Okay. And that's what you got to realise. So you got to tell your heart to fuck off. Okay. He is done for. He is gone. He is a see you next Tuesday. He is an Foxtrot Oscar. Okay. Do you see what I mean? Because you saying, I'm not going to quote this quite literally, but I'm going to try and quote as much as I can, is you said, what's going to happen with us? I have removed him 2 days ago. Well, okay, well, you already know what's going to happen with you two is you're going to go your separate way. Okay. So if you know you're going to go your separate way, what you should be asking is, what's going to happen to me? Where do I need to be next? And where you need to be next is having your glow up, focusing on yourself, and just living your best life as the queen that you are. Okay? Not being a poor homeless person sat on the edge of the street begging for someone to come back into their life because they still have some wee childhood feelings for them. Okay. Like a preschool kid. And I think that's the problem. Is your love life is still like a preschool kid. Well, if you're starting your business right now, focus on that, not on your love life. I'm not even going to ask what a pole competition is. I can probably imagine. Well, clearly you're letting your mind wander back to love. So, let's keep your mind focused on your business. Let's keep your mind focused on your pole dancing. Oh, are they going to, like, make it rain for you, my darling? And look, if you're looking for, like, you know, pleasure, just use the pole while you're doing the dance on it. Okay? Just saying. But yeah, does that make sense for you, my darling? That was a harsh reading, but who cares? In short, I basically just told you to grow up. It won't answer. Yeah, it won't answer back, but it ain't gonna give you the moaning. It's just gonna be hard, cold, and nice feeling. You'll take that. Oh. Let's change decks. I think that deck's a little bit harsh. Actually, you once, before you go, I've got the perfect deck for you. I'm just going to rub some salt into the wound a little bit more. Good morning. If you want to, Kels, because you'll give me time to find a deck I'm looking for. There it is. Think I need a bigger draw. Yes. So do I. Ewans, here's another card for you, boo. They don't want a partners. They want a mum with benefits. Okay, if you're packing lunches, doing laundry, and soothing egos, congratulations, you're his unpaid life coach. Let him adult on his own dime, sis. Okay, honey, stop being his life coach. If you're going to be his life coach, at least charge him $100 an hour plus tax. So maybe like $280 an hour. We're just going to add like high tax onto that. Okay. Just saying. Oh shit, that card hits hard. Love it. Love that. I've now got to try and spell your name. I'm normally butchering your name up. Here we go. Let's try and spell today. Yep. I've been obsessed before and did hypo Edmure. My self-worth from childhood trauma is deep. Damn, girl. Damn. Right, let's see who is next. Hypnotherapy. Ah, okay. Right, next, do we have Sharon? Please? Map a diamond. Ah, okay. Hello, my darling. So you've sent 20. Are you looking for 2 10s? Yes, okay, brilliant. Hello, Catherine. How are you, my darling? I'm just going to choose a deck quickly. Give me 1 sec. I fancy this one. So, what's the current vibe between you and Ian? Remind me who Ian is. Debs, when have I ever been concentrating? Am I doing the readings on YouTube? They are on YouTube as well, yes, my darling. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch, Kick, and Facebook as well. Okay, boo. Thank you. Let's do your reading. Let's see what you get. Oh no, this is for Sharon. She's in TikTok, but she's DM'd the message. So I feel like there's passion here. I feel like the current energy is pure passion, my darling. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there is love. I feel like he wants the friendship to work first before he goes for anything else. Okay, so it's almost like he's trying to get a friendship established. And I feel like he is going to try. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is highly in love. I feel like you have won his heart, my darling. Like, although he's in pain when he's not with you, although his heart feels low, I feel like he's still in love, and I feel like he still wants more with you. What I would also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like he's looking out for you. At the same time, I feel like there is definitely care. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he enjoys your meetings with him. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there is definitely happiness when you're around. Okay, at the same time, what I'd also say here is it creates new beginnings, it creates new joys. I think he likes that. Ace of Cups, love, new love. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to become more open with you. What I will also say here is I feel like he is looking for clearer love, clearer feelings, okay, my darling? Knight of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, he's looking to actually open up a relationship with you. It's almost like he's looking for the right time, right energy. And I feel like he wants to be strong with this, okay, my darling? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to be very clear in what he needs. There's a connection. It might not feel like one yet, but there is definitely a connection between the both of you. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it's going to be a very clear-cut connection. I feel like it's going to be a very calming connection as well. Very open, very sweet, very luscious. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to make sure he is the one. And I feel like he's going to make sure that you understand that. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is he's going to establish himself in your life. Okay, he's going to establish himself. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like, especially with the Hermit, yeah, he's very open. Like, he feels alone by himself, he does, with the Hermit, but I feel like he's very open when he's with you. It's almost like his energy can be relaxed, and I feel like he likes that. It's almost like he can move in the correct direction when his energy is relaxed. What I will also say here as well, my darling, is especially the Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, is I feel although he is business orientated at the moment, I don't think he's going to completely stay like that. What I'll also say here is the Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. So he's overthinking a situation, trying to move away from the overthinking. Okay, so although it's overthinking at the moment, I feel like he will be successfully moving away from that. And I feel like he will be successfully moving into more of a positive life, okay, my darling? What I will also say here as well is he'll move into more of a positive line with you. Okay, at the same time, I feel like it is still young love between you guys, but I still feel like there's positive memories being made. I also feel like there's going to be positivity being made between the both of you. And I feel like there's going to be a new light shown. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's very masculine as well. So I feel like he is suited for the relationship. He needs to slow down slightly. I feel like he's going too fast inside of his own head. Okay. Hopefully, Rainforest. Hopefully, Boo. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like the reason why he's going too fast in his head is because he's already looking at what he can plan for yours' futures. And I feel like this is what's stopping him from holding back, is because he's getting too ahead of himself and stabbing himself in the back, which is not what he wants to do. At the same time, I feel like he wants an opportunity to be with you, my darling. Okay, we got justice as well. So it's almost like he wants the balance in the relationship. With the Six of Swords, it's almost like he's heading where he needs to go to get the balance. It's just trying to show it. We got the Hangman as well. So it's almost like he's got to see it from your situation, which he doesn't at the moment. Okay, he doesn't understand your situation. Okay. And I feel like that's what's making it harder. Okay, my darling. So I feel like he's going to try and make it easier. I feel like he's going to try and make it better. What I will say, though, is it is going to take some time. Okay, boo? Yeah, he's got a lot of choices to make before he can make sure it's the right one. Okay, my darling. Does that make sense? For your first question. Well, let's collect these in and I'll use a different deck. I shouldn't have had 4 coffees. I am now knackered. And I want sleep. Oops. Fourth one. Hopefully Rainforest. Let me do... I think I will have time. I don't know yet, though. Okay. Right, let's have a look at your next question. Same as you, Yasmin. Hopefully I will. I don't know if I do, though, yet. But hopefully. Right, I feel like you should stick with that appointment, my darling. I feel like that appointment is fine. Okay, I don't see it being a bad choice, okay, my darling? Yeah, stick with that appointment. I think it'll be fine for you, my darling. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like it'll be more helpful. Okay. I do think it is going to be positive. I do think it'll go well. I feel like he'll be talking to you a lot, but I don't see that you'll be talking to him that much. Okay, boo. Right, can you just give me 1 second? I will carry on with your reading. I just need to stop for 1 second, okay, boo? Just need to mute for 1 second. I won't be a sec. I've just got to sign something urgently, but I forgot how to do signatures. There we go. Sorry, I just had to do an urgent signature for something. Yes. So, quick catch up. Yes, the appointment's going to go well, my darling, and I feel that it is going to be suitable. Okay, my darling. No, I don't think it's your nerves. I just don't think you're going to have time to. I feel like you're going to be mesmerized by what he's saying. So it's almost like you'll be listening in, and it's almost like you just won't feel like you need a chat. You'll be so relaxed, my darling. Okay, that it's not going to be. Yeah, you'll just be really relaxed. It's almost like you won't need to chat as much. He'll be doing all the work, if you know what I mean, which would actually be more positive for you, my darling. Okay, as it'll make your life much easier as well. What I would also say here for you as well, my darlings, I feel like he is going to be very caring. I also feel, I don't really feel like there's going to be any nerves between you. I feel like you'll answer questions and stuff. Okay, and you'll answer if he asks you like a little question for a bit of a cute sake. But I don't feel like it's going to be anything where you'll need to actually express anything. Okay, boo? What I would also say here as well is I feel like he has missed you as well, but he enjoys your appointment. So whenever you're not at the appointments, like whenever like you don't have one for a bit, he does miss you, and I feel like it does make him a little bit sad because it's like an excuse to see you, and I feel like he likes that. Okay, it makes him happy. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there is definitely going to be a care there. What I will say here, it's just not everything is going to be shown straight away. Not everything is going to be easily seen. Yes, not everything is going to be easily seen. What I will also say here as well, my darling, is he's going to be very honest and open with you. So for the first time ever, you're going to see like an honest, open version of him. Something that you've never seen before. Okay. Which is what you want. It's going to be raw. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be cutesy. It's going to be like a motherfucking love book. Okay, that's what it's going to be like, and I feel like that's the love that you're going to get. That's the joy that you're going to get. Okay, I feel like he's learned a lot of lessons. Okay, and his life is getting easier. He has learned so much in where he needs to be, so much in where he needs to go. I feel like his life is becoming better with you, and I feel like it's going to continue to be better. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is this is where he's going to be very clear in what he needs with you. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there is going to be a collaboration in feelings. So it's almost like you're both going to share your feelings. You're both going to show your feelings at one point. I feel like it's going to be very sweet. I don't think it's going to be your love feelings, but I see feelings being shared. Okay, so it could be like for favourite show or something, and like you two have in common. Okay. I feel like you're both going to share those sort of feelings, okay, my darling? What I would also say here as well for you, my darling, is I do feel like there is also going to be a discount on the appointment as well. I feel like that's because it's an equal connection, so I feel like he's going to show love through discount, okay, my darling, to show that there is actually true feelings there for you, okay, my sweet? I'm going to have to say this, does that make sense? Only because I've got no more information. I've said all I can for that now. We've only used like 3 minutes, so if you've got any other questions, please ask. While I try and find my phone charger. There we go. Love my sweater, thank you. Is there any other questions that you have that you would want answering, or is that everything? And I can give you like a partial refund if you would like. Is he seeing anyone? Let's see. I don't feel like he is seeing anyone, my darling, no. Okay, no. Okay, 1B. Does that make sense? Okay, so what I'll do for you, my darling, is I'll issue a half a refund. So I'll issue a refund of £5 back. Okay. Because we've done your 1 10-minute reading, and then we've only basically done a mini reading there. So what I'll do is I'll issue a £5 refund, so that you've then only paid for that one. Okay, my darling? Does that sound okay? You sure, my darling? You sure? I don't mind. Okay, thank you, my darling. Thank you for the heart, me. You're very welcome, my darling. One of the decks that I want to use, I do not even have anywhere close. Fuck, is that it? Please don't be it. Is that it? One sec, guys. No, that's not it. Huh. Found some other decks that I forgot I had. How many tarot decks do I own? Over 500. Found a Halloween tarot deck that I can use at Halloween. Oops. And I've got more decks coming. So where's that deck I'm looking for then? No. Ah, there it is. Okay. Right, if you guys can give me 2 minutes. I've got to do an extraction process. I didn't even know I had that. Oh, at least I know where that went. Oh, they are worth every penny. I love them. My tarot decks, my babies. You can go in the back as well. There you go. There we go. Got the one I wanted. Yeah, if you want to spill the tea reading, you can have that as any reading. You just ask for it. You just go, I want the tea spilt on so and so, and I'll do it. The best spill the tea reading, the best one to do, which I don't expect people to do, is anywhere from a crystal ball to a psychic. So crystal ball, lithomancy, or psychic, or runes. They're the best ones to spill the tea, but you can do spill the tea with anything really. It doesn't necessarily have to be those ones. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I've done Spill the Tea ever since I started doing readings. I have. Or 22 card readings, they're good for Spill the Teas. My mum just commented on that post of mine. And it says, looks like you've got half a heart sticking out your neck from the way I posted. Pardon? I know. I only posted that so my account stays up, so they don't think I'm inactive. Promoting Spill the Tea. So is it very different from his usual? So a Spill the Tea, before I do the next reading, I'll explain what a Spill the Tea is. So a Spill the Tea reading, I will normally, so if you go for it normally, so if you go for like a mini, an in-depth, a 1-card Celtic Cross, 2-card or 3-card, I will 90% of the time, depending on what the Spill the Tea is you want to do, I will normally use True Emotions if it's for love, and I'll include the literal Spill the Tea deck, and add in some and maybe some Towel Element, depending how much time we've got. If it's the 22 cards, I will use a 22 card Major Arcana deck, which is quite detailed, and you've got a lot more with that, and we can go on for a lot longer. This is 22 quid, so we go on for a lot longer. If you go for a rune one, again, I think a rune is, I don't know how much I charge for runes. If you went for a rune one, then that would be obviously even longer with runes, much more done. Same with the crystal ball or lithomancy, is they go on for longer because they're more expensive, so you would get a lot longer. If you went with the psychic, you'd probably take up the whole live. Let's put it that way, because that's £100. Lithomancy is 88. So yeah, the £100 and 88 will probably be taking up the whole live, and so will the crystal ball. But it's from 77 all the way up to 100. So those two will probably take up a whole live. You can do it private if you want to, yeah. Yeah. You can do any of the readings that you get on my live, you can do privately. Do I have tier, please? What's the price like? What, for private? Same price as you would pay for a private reading. What the fuck is new look? Okay, stay switched to new look then. Fucking bastard. Hello, Tia. Oh shit of a thing. Just me casually crashing out over my computer. Oh. So, hello, Helen. Thank you for the heart, mate. Why do you think I've got a love heart on my middle finger? It's so when I'm giving it the middle finger, it's getting love at the same time. So private. So private readings prices, but I get to choose what you'd use. Correct. So, like, if you got a private, it would still be the same price. So if you wanted Spill the Tea, you would still just pay, I don't know, let's say you want an hour of Spill the Tea, you would just pay 90 quid, and we just spill the tea for the whole hour. For example. Hour of fun. People who do Spill the Tea normally just get it on live. They do. They normally just get a live version of it done. Because most people who want the Spill the Tea want to call the person out. They want it publicly, shame them, basically. Most of my clients that get Spill the Tea just publicly shame the person that they're getting the tea spill on. Because that's 90% of the time why they want the tea spill. They don't want it private, they want it, like, seen. So yeah, airing out the dirty laundry, basically, yeah. Because there's another Spill the Tea deck that I want to get that I might get today. And it's like, I'll show you, before I do this next reading, I'll quickly show you. Ow. I didn't click Hulu. Spill the Tea Oracle. So I need the Sweet Love Oracle. Do I have that Spill the Tea one? No, I don't. So that is the one that I wanted. Stay. Good Lenormand. Excuse me for talking to my Lenormand deck. So then I want to get that Spill the Tea. I do. So I want to get that one. And then... oh yeah, it's just those two. Let me send that to Ollie so I still have it. And then I'll show you the other deck I'm getting. And then today I'm buying that Lenormand. I am. Which will look a little bit... which looks like that. So I'll be getting that. And then the tarot deck that I want is that one, and that's a 22 card version. That is. Which will come Monday. So in total, this is going to cost me £79.79. That is. And that as an angel number, so that means a powerful message of spiritual evolution, personal growth, and positive transformation. So yeah, I'm definitely buying that today. In fact, actually I can't do it now. I need to check if I can order it to our house. But yeah, so I'll be ordering that today. I will. No, so they're not angels. So before I do this next reading, actually, Tia, give me 1 second. I'm actually going to use this deck on you. Okay, so let me just get it out. I can go down there for a minute. There's like another deck that I want, but I'm not like too serious on it. I couldn't really care less about it. And that's what they look like. So it's just your standard Rider-Waite, but in gold. It is. So that's what I want. So Tia, are you ready for your reading, boo? I love the design. I need the mini edition. I do. So I don't think I've got it, do I? Yeah, I need the mini edition of it. So, okay. Question 1, let's see. I'll type this one out to you, okay, boo? Well, I'll speak it out to you. Give me 1 sec. There you go. So I just had to send a voice message, and it's just easier to send it off my laptop. So, question 2. Okay, let's see, my darling, let's see. I would say we're looking at the weekend for the both of you, okay, my darling? We're looking at the weekend. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it is going to be a good conversation between you guys. But yeah, the weekend, okay, my darling? So let's look at that. Let's do a proper reading on that now. Okay, my darling? But yeah, the weekend. I just bit my tongue. Ow! So I've lost my timer. There we go. Let's have a look. So what I would say here for you, my darling, is yeah, I feel like you two are still going to meet up, and I feel like it is still going to be positive. I feel like you will successfully meet up at the weekend, like I said. I feel like you're going to be in full control, though. Okay, so you've got to make sure it's still looking like he is, okay? You've got to make sure he feels like he's in control. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like it is going to create a positive replication of the relationship between the both of you physically in your dream. Okay, so I feel like you're actually going to have a dream on it, and you're going to see how the whole conversation pans out, okay? I feel here for you as well is I don't feel like he is walking away from you. I feel like he's actually walking towards you, my darling. So I do feel like the relationship is actually getting better between the both of you. At the same time, what I'd also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like the relationship is just beginning. I feel like it's just starting for the better. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is definitely fighting for you. I feel like he's fighting for the relationship to work, and I feel like you're not going to be as stressed. Okay, I don't see this relationship being too stressful for you at all now, my darling. I feel it being perfect. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like this is where the relationship is starting to open itself out more. I also feel like this is where the relationship is becoming more creative. At the same time, I still feel like it is going positive. I feel like you need to stop stressing, my darling, okay? Money doesn't mean everything in this relationship, and he is going to tell you that, okay? He wants you to know that he's going to be able to help you out no matter what. No matter what problems you're going through, he's going to be there to help you through it, okay, my darling? At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to make sure that you have a positive connection with him. He is going to make sure that you guys work together well and get through any negativity that you are going through. At the same time, I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to be very clear in what he wants with you. Hello, my darling. Okay, very clear. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, thank you for the heart meeting gifts. What I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you are his ray of sunshine. You give him the positivity when he most needs it, even when he's going through a real big struggle. I feel like you give him that positivity. You make him see the joy. And I feel like with you, he doesn't feel like he has to have a barrier up at all. Okay? I feel like he can find himself when he's with you. When he's with other people, he feels lost. With you, he feels positive. At the same time, I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it's always going to be a nice relationship between the both. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to be very clear with you in where he needs to go. What I'll also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like he does overthink the situation a little bit between the both of you, but I feel like that's because he wants to make it perfect, okay? I feel that you're both going in the right way, you're both going in the right direction, that's all that matters. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I don't feel like he's going to keep any secrets from you. Okay, so whatever he has to say, I feel like he's going to say it. There isn't going to be any deceit. Okay, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to make sure you feel wanted. Okay, he's going to make sure you feel wanted, my darling. What I will also say here as well, he's going to do everything that he can. I feel like there is going to be a family between the both of you. Okay, and I feel like it is going to be a successful family. At the same time, I'll also say here for you as well as you need to relax. You have a lot of anxiety around you. He doesn't. I feel like he is going to work hard with you, and I feel like you are going to work hard with him. So I feel like you two are meant for each other, and I feel like it is going to stay positive. I feel like it is going to continue to be positive between the both of you. At the same time, I feel like you have good fortune coming your way. Okay. What I would also say here is there are more opportunities, but you need to stop missing them. Okay. I feel the problem here is you both don't always see the opportunity that is being presented in front of you. That isn't a bad thing. It just means that you weren't ready at the time, and the opportunity will be represented between the both of you later on. Okay, my darling. Does that make sense? I can't be asked to get that cut. I'm trying to pick a scab off. Thank you for the dinosaur footprint. That took me a second. My list isn't too long now. But I'm glad that made sense, Boo. So yeah, the Universal Tarot is the other one that I need to get. But like the big deck, it's like the actual deck. So right now I just have the 22 cards, so I need to buy the actual deck. I can't be asked to though, because I've got the golden version of it. So I'm content with that. I don't really care for that version, because that's what the cards look like. But I've got the gold version, so I'm not really fussed. And I need to get the golden Witherer, I don't know, it's German deck. Again, I can't really be asked to, because it's just like all my other Tarot de Marseille decks, so I'm not really fussed if I have it right now or not. But it is one that I do want at some point. If you get me. So, yeah. Okay, my darling. I also want the Egyptian 22 cards again. I'm not really fussed if I get them though right now, because I don't really use the deck itself anyway. It'd be nice to have, but it's not a necessity at the moment. The necessity is getting the ones that I've already shown you today. I do wish that this deck, like they had a non-gold version, because it's a really nice deck. But the problem is I can't really use it at my events in the summer, because when I try to, the problem here is that the sun glints off of it. I don't mind being blinded by it, but I've tried a deck like this before, and the customers, every time I moved the cards, were squinting. It was like knocking the sun into their eyes, and I felt so bad. I can deal with it. I don't really care if it goes in my eyes, but I felt really bad for the other people. I was there like, I can't do that to them. So I wish that they had a version that wasn't, you know. It does, and that is the problem. Is it is such a strong shine. It's a lovely deck. It's just not good for sunlight. Again, I really couldn't care less, because I'm always getting blinded. But when it's other people, I'm there. Like for example, I would love... Another reason why I can't use this deck, though, I would love to use my gold foil. I would love to use my gold foil deck. One problem I have with it is it's really slippy, so I can't get other people to shuffle it. My second problem with it is, look at all that gold foiling. Just look at me. I will get... See what I mean? Look at that glint. See the glint? I'm not even in the sun. That is just from my light above me. That is making that shine. So, which is another reason why I can't use that deck. Because it is going to blind people. Your Halo, yes. So I have to be very careful in what decks I can use in blinding way. So again, really nice deck. I just can't use it in public if it's going to be a sunny day, because I will blind people. Again, I don't mind being blinded, but I don't need to get sued. So I tend to stick away from decks that I know are going to be blinding. Or, yeah. Give me 1 sec, mother. Page 11, 11, 7, 5, 2, 6, live. So I was just like, I didn't realise I was still muted then. Do I have Kelly, please? And after Kelly, I don't know who I've got next. We will see. Actually, I'm going to close my list. So I've got Kelly next. Then I've got Tamar. Then I've got Rainforest. Then I've got Yasmin. And then I've got Brandy. And that's it for today. That is. Kelly anywhere? No. Okay. Do I have Tamar, please? Hey Zoe, how are you, my darling? Sorry, I was meant to sound more excited. I'm just reaching over my body, and because I'm fat, I don't have a lot of room to reach over my body. So it sounds like I've got problems. I do. I'm good, thank you, boo. I just need to lose a lot of weight. Hello, Tam. So yeah, this is what the golden universal weight looks like. Look at how nice that looks. Like, it looks amazing, doesn't it? So, can someone remind me to call Kelly in like 5-10 minutes? Please. Did you completely mess up with C last night? Is it over? Let's see. I feel like you messed up, but I don't feel like it's over, my darling, okay? Where did I get them? Where did I get my cards from? I get them from Etsy, Amazon, or in spiritual shops. I do. Etsy, Amazon, or actually from like a spiritual shop. That's where I get mine from. Or occasionally, like I've had once, they get gifted to me by the actual creator of the deck. For example, Aria gifted me a deck, which I'll show at the end of the stream. Right, so let's have a look at the 3 cards. Let's see. Let's see. Thanks, Yasmin. So, yeah. So you haven't messed up, my darling, like to the point where you're going to break up. What I would say here is I feel like you've just hurt the feelings, okay? I feel like they will recover. They are not a snowflake, so they will recover, my darling, and I feel like you will rekindle. I feel like the relationship is going to work. Let's split the deck in half. Yes, you're fine. You're fine. There just needs to be balance back in the relationship, so I feel like there needs to be a conversation between the both of you, my darling. I feel once you've had that conversation, I feel like you'll be fine. It is just going to take some time. What I will say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you just need to be patient, okay, boo? I wouldn't say that you've knocked them. I wouldn't say that you've pissed them. I would just say that they're hurt. That's all that it is. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? One thing I would say about Etsy is don't use Etsy unless you've got the money to pay for the deck. Okay? Because I've spent over £100 on a deck on Etsy before. So unless you've got money that you can... It's going to sound awful that you can waste on a deck. Don't do it. Just use Amazon. Because I've bought a few decks of Etsy and they are fucking expensive. And the reason why is because you're actually paying like a small business. So unless you've got the money to spend on them, don't do me. Otherwise you end up spending £1,000 a year on decks. So I've spent around about 4,000 to 5,000 in 4 years, 4 or 5 years now. Whoops. And make sure you don't buy from poor countries. I'm going to explain why. Before I do the next reading, here's why you don't buy from poor countries. So the reason why you don't is because their quality control is different to ours. So you sort of want to do France, Italy, England, Germany, Belgium. You don't want to do Russia because there's a war. You don't want to do Ukraine because there's a war. I wouldn't recommend India. I've bought some decks from India. Lovely people, awful quality. Again, Czechoslovakia, wouldn't buy from, awful quality. So do you see what I mean? Is you want to buy from like rich countries. It sounds awful, but the more money the country has, the better quality control there is. That's just from what I've learned the hard way. I bought a deck from India. I bought 2 decks from India in total, and they're both shit quality. Lovely imagery, but really bad quality. And they cost me an arm and a leg. Like one of them was like £55 and 55 pence. I've got a deck of Etsy. I'll show it you. Not of Etsy, of eBay. The only thing I would say, I buy off eBay decks. I do that I can't get in the UK. But the one thing that I would say, so I bought this deck, which you can't get anymore. You have to buy it secondhand. So I got this off eBay, and I got this off eBay. So these are the only 2 I've had off eBay. This is 100-year-old. This isn't that old. Check you've got all the cards. Okay, that's... So if you're buying secondhand, make sure they have all the cards. That's all I would say. Otherwise, you're fine. It's only because half the time they charge like an arm and a leg secondhand. Depending like how big, like how old the deck is. Like there's a deck on eBay that I want. It's over £1,000 and I want it. Yeah, but it's a deck from like the 18th century. It is. So, I'm willing to pay that. I am. Have a good one, Tamar, my darling. Have a good one, boo. It's only because I want like an old deck. Because I want to frame. So you see how I've got a tile deck frame behind me? I want to buy a really old deck and get it framed. I do. Like, I don't want to use it. I just want it framed. So it'll be expensive. But as a collector, it'll be worth it. Do I have Mesa, please? Brandy, even? And then it's Rainforest and Yasmin. After her. And then I'll check back on the other person, and then it'll be the one that just sent. Hello, Brandy. Yeah, it would be cool. So, do you mind if I ask again if your partner Jay will apologise and really change? Yeah, you can. Yeah, they've really changed, and I feel like they are going to apologise, my darling. Okay, so yes, they will. I don't see a negative here. Okay, I feel like they are really sorry, and I feel like they do really want to make it up to you, my darling. So I feel like that is what they're going to try and do. Okay, I feel like they are going to try and make it up to you. There you go, guys. Another reason why I can't use this deck with people. See the shine on it? I've just blinded myself. There you go. But I can get a version of this that doesn't have the gold on it. So, I've chosen this fate. Will you get back together? Let's see. Yes, you will get back together, my darling, yes. Oh, I thought I'd used it a lot there. Okay. Does that make sense, Boo? Would you like any more information on that, or is that okay? Only because you sent a $5, but you've only asked a yes or no. Don't actually know if I can get a mini of this deck. Oh shit, I can, I just never did. Give you advice? Okie dokie, what would you like advice on? Because I might not need cards depending what it is. How to treat him? Okay, I do not need the cards for this. This is so simple. Okay. This will actually blow everyone's mind. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not talking down to anyone. But this will blow your mind with how simple, yet how quick this will work. Treat them the exact way they treat you. Okay. That will lower their ego. That will get them to treat you like a queen. That will make them see their wrong ways. Because if they treat you like shit and you treat them the same way, by pulling your energy back, they'll think shit. And they'll start looking back on themselves. They'll be thinking, why she suddenly pulled her energy away? Why has he suddenly pulled his energy away? Like, they start asking these questions. Okay. So if you want to lower someone's ego, the best thing to do is just pull your energy back. Don't feed the ego. Don't go into the ego. Don't bite when they send you a hook. Okay, and I mean like basically treating you like a fish here. If they put the fishing rod in and they're fishing for a response, don't bite. Just swim away. Be like, bitch, I ain't biting. Okay? And that is literally the best thing to do. Like, no cards can tell you that. That is the best thing to do. If you want to lower someone's ego, is be a fish that don't bite. And then when they least expect it, be the shark that rips them apart. That's literally all you have to do. Basically, treat yourself like a queen. Be the queen you are. Be that. Look, you know how you call brandy? Okay, y'all know I like to drink. I don't drink anymore, but y'all know I like my liquor harsh. And you know you're called brandy? Be like the alcoholic drink. Be sweet and nice and needy, where people get addicted, but have the harshest repercussions. That's the way it's to be. If they abuse, it's literally, you have to be like alcohol. If they're nice to you and give you moderation, you don't give them a hangover. You just make them a little tipsy. If they abuse you, okay, if they abuse you, my darling, you give them the hangover, and you give them repercussions over time, like their liver failing. You know what I mean? Just not the liver failure, but the relationship is the liver, and it breaks. Okay, boo? Does that all make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. That's all right, Alicia. A bath at 4 o'clock. Christ. Living my best life, you are. I love a good bath. I have one every day unless I'm at work. Do I have... Then I have a shower if I'm at work. I do wash, my darlings, before anyone screen records that and tries to put me in a negative light. Yeah. Alicia, most people do it like 7, 8, not 4. Do I have rainforest, please? And Kels, if you're here, please let me know. The one that booked the reading. Otherwise, I'm just going to send a refund. You wanted to get out of the way, fair enough. No, my list is closed now, boo. The rainforest. Hello, rainforest. Energy check on M and A, and M and U, and finances, please. Okay. Hello, Jack. How are you, my darling? Well, let's see what you get. Christ, that was like a farmer. Let's see what you get, my darling. Here we go. There is no love between them. Thank you for the follow. There is no love between them, Rainforest. He's only got eyes for you and he's only got love for you. He knows that he's walking away and that he needs to start walking forwards, okay? Towards you now, because he knows that he's going to start losing you. Okay, so he knows that he needs to start, okay? He needs to start. And he knows that he needs to actually make it up to you, make it correct to you, okay, my darling? So what I would say here is that is exactly what he's going to start doing. I feel like he's going to start making the relationship work. Yes. He is no longer Christ, that was gay. He is no longer relaxing. I know I'm gay, but I'm not that gay. He is going to start relaxing. He's going to start to not stress. And he is going to come forwards and make it work. I feel like he's been overthinking. He's going to start the divorce very soon. The divorce has actually started. He's just not admitted it. I feel like he's started the divorce behind her back. He's going to get all the papers. He's getting them ready to sign. Okay. So I feel like everything is moving in motion now. Okay, boo. Everything is moving in motion, which is brilliant because he wants you. And I feel like he is coming for you, my darling. Okay. Yeah, he is coming for you. He is coming to make that relationship amazing. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel once he comes back into your life, he's going to help you financially as well, my darling. Okay. Yeah, he's going to get his ass in gear. He knows that he needs to, and he's finally doing it. Okay, he is finally doing it. He's gone, I'm done. I'm done. We're going to make this work, and he's going to make it work. Okay. Because he is well and truly done. He does want it over. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this month is going to be much better with the love energy. You are going to start feeling his energy again. Okay, yeah, justice in reverse, divorce. Okay, justice in reverse, divorce. And I feel like he's finally moving that much forwards. Okay. Is he still going to sell his house because there hasn't been movement on that? I feel like he is, but I feel like he's going to wait for the divorce now. I feel like he's focusing on the divorce first because he realises if he sells the house, he's got nowhere to go. Because he can't actually find one that he likes. Because I feel like he wants to share one with you, but I feel like he wants a new one. So like you can start afresh. So that you can start anew. So I feel like you would much rather have a new house. So that you both get new opportunities. Instead of being in one where it's just tainted. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't want the taintedness. Okay, my darling. He wants it to actually be lovable. He wants it to be worth it. He wants it to be fun. He wants it to be nice. He wants it to be there. Okay. And I feel like that's what he's going for. Your money's also coming in. Your boss is about to start talking about money. Okay. Thank you, Yasmi. Okay. Your boss is about to start talking about money. I feel like there's going to be a meeting this week or next. I do. Okay, this week or next, I feel like there is going to be a meeting about the money. And I feel like your boss is about to call it. I feel like that is going to be a positive choice as well. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling. Oh. You've been manifesting this, haven't you? Like, you've been manifesting that the boss starts talking. You've been doing it for quite a while, haven't you? If I am correct. Because I see, like, there's high manifestation. But, like, it's high level. Yeah, I mean, it is only the 7th day of this month, so I wouldn't expect him to say anything just yet. But, like, there's a high level want here. I love that sound. Right, let me just get the major arcana. It feels like there's a major decision about to be made, but I need to see what it is, so we're going to use the major arcana for this. Good fortune, new beginnings. So yeah, there's like massively new good fortune coming your way. So yeah, it does look like there is going to be a better energy. There is going to be more money coming in. He is breaking himself away from the cycle of negativity. He's putting himself into that new positive money state, and removing all the negative. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is he is going into a better financial area as well. So I feel like the company is getting into an easier side of money. I feel like he's spoken to the directors. I feel like he's spoken to people who help with the financial situation, and they've all agreed that there is money coming in. I feel like they've managed to get a loan, it looks like. Okay, yeah, it looks like they've managed to get a loan, my darling. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like this has brought balance. Because I feel if they didn't get that loan, they're going to have to declare bankruptcy. But they're no longer going to have to do that, my darling. So I feel like you are in a good situation at the moment. I feel like it is better. I feel like it is more positive. And I feel like it has created an easier situation because there isn't going to have to be a declaration of bankruptcy. Which means you're not going to have to look for another job unless you want to. So I do feel like you guys are in a better situation now. I do feel like it is going to be easier. Okay, my darling, does that all make sense? I think you've managed to get that 9 million in, my darling. Which means you get your 45 grand, isn't it? That they owe you. But yeah, I'm glad that all made sense. Oh, I'm sorry it's all weighing heavy on you, my darling. No, at least you got the information that you needed, boo. Right, Yasmin, what's your question, boo? Love that main post. Is it possible to get an energy check with the spill the tea cards with Jason? Yeah, sure. All I'm going to say is you'll never see him in the same way again. That is all I'm going to say. Okay, is you will not see him in the same way ever again. Okay. Whenever we do the spill the tea, it normally ends a relationship more than starts one. Yeah? So I just didn't want to knock everything. I've got one that just isn't turning up. Yeah, I will have to. I've got Yasmi, and then I've got a couple of cards. It's just a few cards. And I've opened up the wrong fucking drawer. There we go. I will be refunding it to that person. I haven't forgot about you, my darling. I just forgot the name. Don't worry, I've not forgotten you. I literally just forgot your name. Right, let's see what you get, Yasmi. He's got car problems. He's got mental car problems. So mental car problem is when you can't move forwards from somebody. It's when you're so addicted that it's almost like you're broken down. Like you wouldn't be, if you were a car, you wouldn't be able to pass an MOT, basically. Okay. He wants to, this is going to sound awful. You know when I got called daddy? He wants to be your daddy. Okay, he's still in that mood. He still has you on his brain. And I feel like he's looking at your energy, like your accounts, through fake accounts. I feel whenever you see him being happy, he isn't truly being happy. I feel like he's faking it, my darling. It's almost like with you, he took a gamble and broke it. Okay. He didn't win the gamble properly. He didn't play it properly. He didn't play it fairly. So it's almost like he's really fucked you over. Okay. What I would say here is I feel like he's tried to move on. He really has, because he hates the fact that you're shining. He hates the fact that you're succeeding, because he knows that he didn't play his game right, and he knows that he fucked himself over badly. I would say here as well is I feel like he feels quite threatened by your energy, because you are the most unbothered person he's ever seen. It's almost like you managed to show the fact that it hasn't affected you as badly as he thought it would. And I feel like that really annoys him, because it's really affected him. It's almost like you're out here living your best life while he's stuck there being into you. You two are good chemistry, and he just threw that away. And I feel like he has so much regret. I feel like he talks about you every day. He's holding a grudge. He's really regretting this. Okay. He's a big, fat, egotistical prick. He is. That wasted your time, and he thinks that he can just come back in. I'm surprised I didn't get banned for that, or a warning. How do I say it politely so I don't risk my luck? Yeah. He's a big, egotistical prick. Okay? And that's all he is. Because he thinks that he can just waltz back into your life whenever he wants. Even though he fully well knows you're not going to allow that, and he's going to have to earn it. He's always looking you up. I feel like when he was with you, near to the start of him being with you, there was someone else in the relationship with him. It's almost like he wasn't quite as single as you thought originally. Then he became fully single. When he broke up with you, he tried to get back with the original person, but they turned him away. It's almost like he was using you for clout, my darling. Like, everything that he said that he was doing, you were doing for him. All of his followers thought that he was the successful person. All of his friends thought that he was successful. In actual fact, you're the one that got him there. So all the flexing that he's done is he's flexing all the hard work that you gave, and he's taking all the clout for it. Even though it's your hard work. Not his, yours. Yet he made it look like he put all the work in. He made it look like he put all the effort in. And everyone still believes him on that. His karma's coming to the point where people are going to see how much of a fat liar he was, how shit he was, and actually you were the one that got him to the place he is now. Because you're the one that actually tried. You're the one that actually worked your arse off. Okay. No, Jason's got some of this as well. No, honey, this is Jason's. I can tell you why. Because you've got evidence. You know all the happy photos that you guys would take with each other? If you look back at the messages, if you look back at any photos, and you actually dig deep into them or look deep into them, you're going to find hidden messages and hidden meanings. You're also going to find the actual accent that he would talk in with them. Okay, like the tone. Okay. Cosmic, I'll be live again tomorrow, my darling. Okay. And you're actually going to see that, especially in his friend group, he took your energy. It's almost like he used you for his energy. He doesn't like you. He doesn't like well, he does like you, but he doesn't like the fact that you are spiritually healed. And he's fucked. Yeah, he used to feed off of you. It's almost like he realizes that he needs to change, but he won't. He ain't shit without you. Hello, my darling. Hello, Jay. He ain't shit without you. He's done reflection. He's realised he ain't shit without... Exactly. You gave him all the energy that a group would. So he's an extrovert. You gave him more energy than a friend group could give him. And he's realised without you, he can't get that. Do you see what I mean? Now, you got some drama. I've got to give you this message. This isn't to do with Jason. Okay, have a good night, Jake. This isn't to do with Jason. This is to do with the other one. You're about to get drama. Okay, the other one is about to bring drama in. He's got clout and tea from you and Jay. Okay, from you and Jason. And he's going to make some shit up. Okay, I'm just have to give you that warning. Okay, I have to give you that warning. Jason's about to become begging for money. Jason's still hooked on you, boo. Jason's still wanting you. I will admit, though, you dodged a bullet when you broke up with him. When you guys had that breakup, you dodged a bullet. Okay, because he was in a really negative place. And he was giving all that negativity to everyone. So the fact that you weren't with him while he was going through that, you dodged a bullet, my darling. Because he was really messing about. He doesn't like the fact that you've got better energy. He doesn't like the fact that your energy actually grew. It really annoys him because he is jealous that his energy couldn't grow like yours. And I feel like when you guys first had that breakup, he talked a little shit about you. He badmouthed you a little bit, but I don't think he actually meant to, if you know what I mean. So it's almost like, although it was said, it wasn't meant. And I feel like he regrets it. He knows you're moving on. He knows you're blocking the energy. But you're moving away, like, without making a big deal about it. And he doesn't like that. Because he doesn't quite know how you're going to act. And he doesn't quite know what's going to happen where you do. And he doesn't like that. Because he's got no power. And he hates not having the power. You know how I said at the start he wants you back? There you go. Straight blunt in your face. He wants you back. Does that make sense, boo? That's what you feel also, that's good. Well, I'm glad that made sense. You're very welcome, my darling. I love this for the tea deck. I absolutely love it. Right, final call. I forgot her name. You're welcome, my darling. Final call for... Otherwise, I'm giving a refund when I end the stream. Final call for Kelly. If not, I'm going on to Aisha. Do I have Kelly? Jesus, PayPal? Oh, they're from Australia. I was going to say, PayPal took 79 pence from the £10. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I looked at where they're from, Australia. Makes sense why PayPal has taken that much. You've messaged me on WhatsApp for spells? Thank you, boo. I'll have a look in a bit. It'll probably be tomorrow that I have a look, boo. She's not here. She might have gone to sleep. She might have gone to sleep. I'll refund her after the stream. I can't wait any longer. Do I have Aisha, please? Hello, boo. Todd seems to be really bothered by a post that you recently did on your social media. Is he going to get over it? He's denying that he is bothered by it. Honey, why would a male ever say that they're bothered by it? And we don't do that. If we're bothered by something, we make sure no one knows. Let's see. Is he bothered by it? I feel like he is, but I just feel like he doesn't want to admit it because then you win. Okay. So it's almost like he's pretending that he isn't. But I also feel like he's doing this because he wants to protect the relationship. Because he feels if he shows that he's bothered by it, you're not going to want him. So it's actually really sweet. I feel like you guys will get past it, but I feel like he's doing this to keep the relationship working. Because he fears that if you see that he's bothered by it, you'll feel like he's not supporting you. And he's scared of that. So I feel like he's doing everything in his power to still look strong and be there like, it's just a tease. It's okay, I can get over. Okay. That's the sort of vibe it's going for. Okay, boom. That's your first question. But no, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. It's not going to be detrimental at all, so don't worry. Okay. Does Todd feel like he needs to set up more and show up for you in the ways you need in order to truly have you full attention? And will he? Yes. Okay, he will. I feel like his energy isn't very good right now, but he will. Okay. Okay, that's alright, Queen. Hope you're doing well. And I feel like he's going to make it work between the both of you. I feel like he's going to do a lot more for you, my darling. Okay, because right now he can see that he's not doing enough. Okay, and he can see that he's giving it like, oh my god, I can't do this sort of vibe. It is not going to stay like that, and I feel like he is going to move on from that, boo. He is going to make sure it is your vibe. Okay, he's going to make sure that he can be you. Okay. Does that all make sense? Yeah, you guys are fine. Does that all make sense? Fuck's sake. Correct. He feels pressure, but good pressure, my darling. If you hear a massive crack, it's my wrist. Oh, I just clicked my finger instead. But I'm glad that made sense. Can't click it. And you, my darling. Final call for Kelly. I will, my darling. Final call for Kelly. Just while I write Aisha down. Yeah, I think she did. Right, I'm going to pop off now, my darlings. I will see y'all in the next one. Kelly, if you're watching this live stream and you've watched all the way through to this point, I'm sending you a refund right now. The refund will be sent to you as soon as I end this live. It will take up to 1 to 10 working days, okay, for it to get into your bank account. Okay, my darling. So, toodlepip for now. Have a lovely rest of your evening, afternoon, or morning, depending wherever you are. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares as well. Have a lovely rest of your time. Toodlepip for now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now, my darlings. Mwah! Ta-da!